Welcome to World's Toughest Mudder 2025 course preview. My name is Jason Dupree. I'm going to take you out on the course and show you a lot of what's new this year. Let's go check it out. Here we are at Pyramid Scheme 2.0. We've got a typical Pyramid Scheme wall, a shallow pit with a net on top of it. So we saw this last year at, was it Pyramid Scheme last year? This is what it was. But they called it something else. Pyramid Squeeze is what it was. So we've got a pretty shallow pit of water. They've got tarp in it, so we're actually going to get the water this time. It's not going to just soak into the ground, and it's going to make your feet wet going up this thing. But once you get over, got a bunch of hay bales you got to climb up and then go under the net here. Now there is a strap going across the top of it that's going to help the net stay up a little bit at least. This doesn't feel quite as rough as the one last year. I'm going to go ahead. Now obviously you're going to have other people with you. And it wasn't this steep last year either. This is definitely steeper. But I know I tried a bunch of weird different ways last year. This is a slick material. That wet feet is really it's gonna get you, I think. But this might be one method. I went backwards last year. Maybe we can not expect ropes this time. It really forces you to get down though. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to squeeze myself. There we go. You can kind of put your butt on there and rest. That's good. Pardon the mic, and probably bump it against it a bunch. Definitely a energy taker, but you know, if you're with other people, possibly actually making the pyramid. And there you go. So that's one method. Probably not the best. I'm sure we're going to see some other methods come out of it during the race. But that's one way to go. If you go to the side, you can see the netting is being pulled up even more. So it'll probably be even easier over there. Hey, I'm here at Firefly. This is a jump off of a platform from about 15 feet high, I believe. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Into a pit of water. We've got a bell to try and reach as you jump out. As you can see, it's quite far. I'm stretched out as far as I can go right now. And it being called Firefly, there is a bit of fire that's going to be coming out of these black bars right here that you're going to be jumping through the fire to hit the bell, get in the water.
I've never seen Jason fail an obstacle. That's a true story, and I've seen him do obstacles from Kuwait all across America. He's going side to side, hand matching into twisters, going backwards. This is the kind of the pro way to do twisters backwards. It seems counterintuitive. On the monkey bars to the wheels. The first wheel, there are 3 wheels. One a horizontal wheel, the big vertical, small vertical, to the exit pipe.
I'm here at Ness Monster. This is the UK version of Ness Monster, which we've heard a lot about. One thing being that the pits are supposedly deeper. Sometimes you get a pit and the water's like up to here and it's nice and easy to jump up onto the block. They're saying that these pits are going to be 5 feet or more deep. I'm not going to get in right now to find out, but another thing that they're saying about it is that they are heavier. I don't know exactly what the American ones are made out of, but I can see this is just big, thick pieces of plywood that's got the, the markings over it. I'm going to get on it and see how well it moves, which we might laugh about, but it's not really going. Like maybe if I get way over here, it's not moving. I need several more people to help get this thing moving. So if you can jump up and grab it and pull yourself over, then that's going to be the way to go. Is to jump up, grab the edge, hoist yourself over. You might need some friends to help you do it. Here we've got Netflix and Chill, where they say there's no chill. We've got a net on top of this little frame here, and it looks to be a traverse. So we're going to get from one side to the other with the netting. I don't know if I think the pipes are probably fine to use. Your feet are fine to use. I'm going to recommend going backwards but if you want to go forwards and use your feet that way, that's fine too. So we're going to get up underneath it and start getting on this puppy. Get your feet locked in, and once you do, you're free to just hang and relax and chill. So there is some chill. We're good. All right, but get those feet. I don't know if using that pipe's going to help or not. Lock the heel in. Just keep working it across. Oh, and then there's a bell. So we're going to ring the bell so that you like and subscribe, and you're done. Moat-er floating. We've got a moat, and we might be floating. Let's go take a look. I'm going to walk up to this pit over here. I guess if you can float, then you're going to be floating. Otherwise, you're just going to be going through this dirty water. I don't know if this big giant hose is going to be here still. It might be where they're getting water to fill up an obstacle, probably. So it probably won't be there. So hopefully you can jump in, not have to worry about it. It doesn't look crazy deep, a couple feet maybe. In and out. So Jack's going to help me. We've got Spartan pancake sandbags here. Sandbags. This is not sandbags. It's like a bean bag. There's beans in there or something. We're going to be using these to hoist around this nice loop that we've got here. And as you can see, what we've got in the loop is what looks like Devil's Beard. I call it Lucifer's luggage. We're going to take Lucifer's luggage, pack it with us, head on through. What is on my foot? What is it tape? That's Lucifer messing with me. And then we're going to get all the way up to this net over here. See how tight it is. It's kind of tight, but this netting is not nearly as thick as what we typically see for Devil's Beard. So let's see how it feels. Oh yeah, this feels kind of nice. But what do you do with your bag? Maybe cradle it. Looks like you can just kind of scoot through. You're gonna have to be doing some of this. It's gonna get a little messy. Let your head push it through. Make sure you get your headlamp down so it's not getting caught. Looks like we got another spot to get under for a second, so maybe put it down for a second there. If you want to crawl it through, you could do that like this. That's actually making it worse. I think if I stand up, it's a lot better. So I can just kind of slide my body through it. If you got a friend, get them in front of you, let them hold it up, maybe trade places all the way through. It's really not bothering me to let it slide over my body. It feels kind of good. And then out the side, and then continue on your way. And you got it. Here we've got pole dancer. Take a look at some of our volunteers showing some techniques. Put both hands on the poles. Do a little shimmy. You can either hop it, or you can use your legs to kind of bicycle through it. So you're picking your leg up so you take some weight off of one side, and then move the hand, and just kind of walk through it. Get down, and you're good. This is Everest, and as from the US, you may know Everest to look slightly different. This is Everest as we once knew it in the US. You know, original Everest was straight up quarter pipe to just like a flat edge. This one's Everest 2.0. It's got the little roller on top of it, so you've got about a foot or so to reach over before you can grab anything. So when you run hard, reach as far as you can, and grab. Hopefully somebody will be there to help you out. Once you get up, turn around, help out that next person, and head on your way. It's about this far of a reach. A little more than I thought. Here we have Rain Man. This is going to be a take on your classic cage crawl. You can see it's above water. They didn't dig a pit for this, but it looks pretty much similar. Hoist yourself up, get in the ladder, and start going underneath this typically laying on your back, some of your best bet. Rain Man, you can imagine what that's going to entail. They're going to have water spraying down on this thing the whole time. Now, we've been told that it's Rain Man, and it kind of looks like the rain might only be coming from here, which means you're going to have one spot that's spraying down on you. If you look to the right here, you can see the mop heads that we see often in cage crawl. So the rain may only be one spot. It may not be showering you the entire time. Let's hope so, but we'll see. Mud Mile. Freaking Mud Mile. Look at this thing. These mounds are massive. I have never seen a Mud Mile with mounds this big before. I don't know how deep that water is, but I can imagine either way, even if it's 2 feet deep or if it's 4 feet deep, getting out of this thing is going to be tricky until maybe some footsteps start getting placed in there. This dirt does look very, like, it's not rocky, so I imagine you're going to be able to, those steps are going to start getting created. It might even start to get knocked down over time. Don't know. But it's fresh, as you can see. It's fresh and ready to go. I mean, this is way up here. What's also going to be fun, you're going to be all wet, sliding into the next one. That was real southern there. Sliding in. But yeah, I think this is going to be a blast. It's not crazy long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've seen longer, but I think these mounds are really going to play a role here. We are hearing that this is a clay mud mix. So not only is it probably going to get slick, but it's also going to get clingy to your shoes. Also, the water holes, as big as these mounds are, all that dirt came out of these holes, so they are not shallow. Here we're at Swings Both Ways. This is going to be a take on just the tip. We've got just the tip at the beginning. They've got the trailer hitch balls on there. That's going to be tricky. But then after that, we've got a couple of hanging walls and a pipe at the end. So at least you're going to get a little bit of rest on that hanging wall. But what I'm going to do right off the bat is when I walk up to this, I can see some of these walls are a little further to one side than the other. So when you come off of just the tip, you really got to consider about how far you got to reach to get onto that thing. So I'm going to take a quick peek and say that all the walls are hanging this way. We're kind of on a slight hill. It might be better to go on the left side. Sometimes I like to lead with my right hand, but today I'm going to lead with my left hand. I'm going to scoot across this guy. This is plastic. This is, I think, it's like a composite wood. It's not a real wood. And it actually, you know, tilts more than it does in the US, really. Which is going to make these near impossible. So instead of trying to go full bore with both of these and worrying about slipping off, I'm going to see if I can do a foothold first. And it's way out there. So I'm going to get a little toe on there and then reach and grab. Woo! Now these are wood, nice and fresh, but they are rounded, so they're not cutting into my skin unless you go on the edge. All right, now we got a nice big reach from one side to the other. Get that foot on there first. I think it's probably your best bet. And then use your hands. Moving all the way to the pole. Then you just got your general shimmy, whichever method you like. It swings nice and good. So if you need to get a swing to get up to that bell, kick those legs, pop it, and then you're off.